It seems like there is so much information online that's only a few clicks away. How do you choose what's worth knowing? Or just fill your head with more meaningless information? Well, let's get started on some things that are facts you didn't know 5 minutes ago. The dunce cap, which we now associate with stupidity and punishment, was formerly a sign of revered intellectuals in the Middle Ages. John Duns Scotus, a brilliant philosopher and metaphysical thinker, whose name later inspired the expression dumb cap, is credited with starting it all. Scotus advocated the wearing of pointy hats because he thought they would somehow function as an information reverse funnel, with knowledge pouring into the pointed tip and spreading to the brain below. These hats became associated with high intelligence because they were worn frequently by his Dunsmen followers, who were also his devotees. However, by the middle of the 16th century, the general public had started to turn against Scotus, and the Dunsmen started to be linked with foolishness. As a result, their pointy caps were associated with ignorance, and until the late 1950s, they were utilized to traumatize and humiliate children in elementary school classrooms. Cold foot socks appeared to disappear into the laundry drum's gaping chasms throughout the washing process. Where did they really go? Actually, there are a few reasons for their enigmatic departure. If you have a top-loading washer, a sock could get caught in the water drain or pump as a result of overloading the machine by slipping into the gap between the inner and outer drums. A sock could also become trapped beneath the rotating agitator. However, a stray sock may become caught just below the gasket, a rubber water seal, on front-loading washers. And if you peel this section back, you might discover a treasure trove of misplaced socks. Even if socks make it to the drying cycle, static electricity can cause them to become stuck to other fabrics or the inside of pants legs as they are being folded. In a nutshell, your washing machine does not contain a sock-eating monster. If you're enjoying the video so far, we appreciate you joining us by subscribing. iPhone mystery. The most recent iPhones from Apple are very expensive and have a ton of new features. As an example, the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max differed from its predecessors in one specific way. In addition to the 3 powerful cameras, if you examine the phone's back closely, you'll see a discrete black dot in the bottom right corner. It feels entirely flat to the touch and is rather simple to overlook at first impression. What is it then? The term Lidar scanner is a device that detects and measures light. This is a radar-related technique for measuring optical distance and speed that makes use of tiny laser beams that are invisible to the human eye. A Lidar scanner measures the time it takes for a laser to bounce back in order to calculate the distance between itself and an object. Lidar scanners can calculate distance and object sizes over short distances with accuracy by transmitting hundreds of thousands of light pulses per second. After that, the information can be used to create 3D models of any area. This sleek new scanner could completely change how we use our phones. Whether you're an architect making building plans, an archaeologist creating real-time 3D maps, or a gamer who loves augmented reality. Poison pills. Ever wonder why the lids of pill bottles are sealed with protective foil? Although you might guess it's there to keep the tablets airtight, the actual purpose is much more macabre. Mary Kellerman took a Tylenol on September 29, 1982, to treat her cold. She died a few hours later. Adam Janus passed away in precisely the same manner on the same day. They took Tylenol from the same bottle when his brother and sister-in-law came to visit with headaches, and both passed away 2 days later. 3 other victims experienced the same strange destiny in the days that followed. By early October, detectives had learned that the victims had taken cyanide-laced pills. More than 31 million Tylenol bottles were recalled, and a few more lethal bottles were discovered on Chicago area store shelves. Someone had removed the bottles off the shelves, filled the pill capsules with cyanide, and then put them back. Although the perpetrator was never apprehended, the U.S. Congress published the Tylenol bill the next year, making tampering with consumer goods a federal felony. And in 1989, the FDA issued federal regulations requiring producers to add security foil seals to all such products in order to make them tamper-proof. More bones. Did you know that, as opposed to the 206 bones that adults have, a baby's body has roughly 300 bones at birth? The number of bones in the body gradually decreases as smaller bones fuse together. Kneecaps are one thing that seems essential that babies do not come with. Instead, a portion of cartilage that will later develop into a bony kneecap or patella is present in newborns. Cartilage, which is flexible and provides structure where it is needed in the body, is present in the nose, ears, and joints. Between the ages of 2 and 6, most children's kneecaps start to ossify, or change from cartilage to bone. The kneecap typically becomes one full bone by the time a child is 10 or 12 years old, after many cartilage fragments start to solidify into bone simultaneously. Due to bone's rigidity and lack of flexibility compared to cartilage, having kneecaps at delivery may make labor more difficult or potentially cause birth trauma. The human body is pretty incredible, right? Booze Cruise. A huge cloud of alcohol is drifting 10,000 light years from Earth in a constellation far, far away. The 1995 discovery of the cloud, which is located close to the constellation Aquila, is 1,000 times larger than the solar system's diameter. It also has enough ethyl alcohol in it to make 400 trillion pints of beer. The cloud is 58 quadrillion miles away. It also contains 32 other chemicals, some of which are undesirable, such as ammonia, hydrogen cyanide, and carbon monoxide. Billions of liters of mainly methanol alcohol, which is used in antifreeze and windshield wiper fluid, are also contained in another alcohol cloud, known as Sagittarius B2. However, how did that cosmic booze get there? Well, simple alcohol compounds can naturally develop in space under the correct circumstances, frequently on the surface of space dust particles. The alcohol is forced to separate from the dust as it moves in the high-energy region around celestial things like stars, creating enormous alcohol clouds that then float away. So, which fact surprised you most? Comment below. And remember to subscribe and share so we can keep creating new videos. Until next time, have a great day.